Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
A man pleads guilty after being accused of stabbing multiple Red Rock Resort employees. Good morning and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. In business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Downtown casinos, Binions, and Four Queens are letting their dealers keep their own tips instead of pooling with other dealers in a changed policy. LVRJ business reporter McKenna Ross explains why.
They decided to do this because the executives found that on average, the swing shift can keep more of their tips. The swing shift is that busiest shift of the day, where the most senior casino dealers at the property will get better tips, according to the executives. They said it's also had a positive in terms of hiring because people who are interested in being a part of a casino with that policy have been applying much more, and they've been able to fully staff their swing shift in a way that they weren't able to before.
Moving on to top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. A CCSD coach has been arrested on suspicion of sexual misconduct with a student. A CCSD news release says 32-year-old Deshae Bowen Edwards was booked into the Clark County Detention Center and will no longer be allowed on campus. Bowen worked as a contractor with communities in schools, and police say he also coached at Legacy High School for about 7 years. A man pleads guilty to 3 counts of attempted murder after being accused of stabbing multiple Red Rock Resort employees back in August. Prosecutors said 25-year-old Shane Sussman stabbed 2 casino workers and tried to attack another one. A police report noted that Sussman appeared to be under the influence during that time and was shot in the abdomen by a security officer before being arrested. Sussman's attorney said he will face a maximum of 20 years in prison. Sussman is due back in court on November 26th. And with just a few weeks before the presidential election, some Nevada voters are saying they want to see more from the presidential candidates. 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets tells us what voters mean by this.
The Review-Journal recently held a roundtable discussion where 7 independent and undecided Nevada voters shared their thoughts. Politics reporter Jessica Hill explains how they remain undecided in such a polarizing election.
They kind of describe this as more of a gray area where they like some things about the candidates and they don't like some things about the other candidates.
And how will they make their decision?
I think that they want to just see more from the candidates. They want to see more visits here. They want to see from Vice President Harris specifically, her sit down with local media and do interviews. They want to see more from former President Trump about his next term. They also want to see more of their policy proposals for education, the economy, housing, those sorts of things in Nevada.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. We'll be seeing a windy and partly cloudy day for your Wednesday with a high near 91 degrees and strong winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. The National Weather Service has issued a red flag warning starting at 11 a.m. today until 8 p.m. tonight due to the strong winds. Temperatures will be dropping this week into the mid-80s for Thursday, 70s for Friday and into this weekend, and we'll be going back into the 80s on Monday.
Now for your sports update brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Logan Thompson gets his revenge. The former Golden Knights netminder picks up his first win of the season against his former team. The VGK lose their first game of their first road trip of the year, 4-2. Victor Olofsson and Jack Eichel broke through for Vegas, while Alexi Protas scored the game-winning goal for the Caps. Next up for Vegas, the Golden Knights head south to Tampa to take on the Tampa Bay Lightning on Thursday.
In health, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. The Aging Wellness Expo is celebrating its 10th anniversary as the region's largest active lifestyle event. There will be over 60 exhibitors that will showcase services in healthcare, home improvement, retirement planning, beauty, wellness, and prevention screenings. LVRJ health contributor Marla Leticia will be one of the event's speakers.
I'm going to be speaking at 11 a.m. in the Medina Room 3, and I'm talking about a mindset to live 100 years or more. You know, your mindset is part of your emotional health, and we do a really, really strong job about talking about how you can achieve such a mindset.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Travel Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Stanley Cup is one of the hardest trophies to win in all of sports, so who are some of the long shots that have won it? When the Vegas Golden Knights won in 2023, they had the preseason odds of 18-1, to lift Lord Stanley, but they aren't the longest shots to win. Giving you one here, the 2003-2004 Tampa Bay Lightning won the cup after being listed at 25-1 to win. And that series of Bolts did have some help thanks to a controversial goal review, but nonetheless, Tampa Bay became Champa Bay in 04. For more, read Todd Dewey's article at lvrj.com. Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app today. Tom Brady is now a part of the Raiders ownership group. The 7-time Super Bowl champion and Knight Hill Capital Management co-founder Tom Wagner have purchased 10% of the franchise from owner Mark Davis. NFL owners unanimously approved the transaction at their fall meetings. Brady's expected to have a voice in the team's football operations with all the trust in the world from Mark Davis, with specific indications that he'll be trusted in helping find the quarterback of the future. As for how much the stake costed, no financial details were immediately released.
In Lifestyle, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. The Venetian has announced it'll be opening a food hall, drawing in some top U.S. restaurants. Via is set to open mid-2025, and the casino listed 8 restaurants for the food hall, some of which include Via's Taqueria, founded in Los Angeles, where you can find carnitas tacos on fresh corn tortillas. Another one you can find is Howlin' Ray's, where you'll find Nashville-inspired hot chicken, where the heat levels range from 0 to 10, and Scar's Pizza, a pizzeria that launched in New York City back in 2016. To see that full list, you can visit lvrj.com. In your entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's, has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to arizonacharlies.com to see who's playing. Country star Carrie Underwood has announced she is ending her Las Vegas residency, which has ran for more than 3 years. Underwood has announced her final performances for her Reflection show at Resorts World Theater, ending her reign as the venue's first and longest running headliner. Her last shows will be held next year on April 9th, 11th, and 12th. Tickets go on sale this Friday. In the meantime, Underwood returns to the Vegas stage tonight for 6 performances this month. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Join us weekly at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to get the latest Las Vegas news updates.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.